Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome on in. Right, we're going to have a look, just a quick look at the GSX and how to do a few things within GSX for those that are having perhaps a few little issues with it. So we're going to have a look at that just now. Not going to go too far into it, but we'll do the most commonly requested questions that I get. Right, so let's go into GSX. We are at Glasgow Airport at Terminal, I forget what terminal, but Gate 21. Uh, and we are going to set up a little bit of a GSX here. So, what you want to do is come in to customize airport positions, and you are going to get this screen. So down the left-hand side of the column, you are going to have all your gates and parking. You can work between each of these by clicking on them, etc. Um, you have also your gate size, what kind of marshalling you're going to have. So you can have like safe docks, which will be a screen basically. So you can have those. Yeah, there's quite a few options. It's probably worth just having a little play about with them. But most airports will have a marshaller. So we're going to stick with a marshaller today. Uh, we're also going to have a look at the walker waypoints as well. But also some of these codes. Now, the airline codes for handling, um, Ryanair at a lot of places, they use a specific company. But today we are just going to set up with the airline code, which will give us basically the Ryanair ground handling units. So Ryanair's airline code is R. Say I put that in capitals. RYR. So that is Ryanair's the airline code. Every airline company will have their own code. Like British Airways is BAW. Um, Air North ANT. Stuff like that. So once you put that in, you hit apply. That now will put Ryanair for our specific airline for the ground handling. You've also got options for your max allowed wingspans. Underground refueling, it will give you a specific fueling truck. If you unclick that, it will be a generic fuel truck that will come in. Won't hook up into the ground, obviously. Right, so let's customize parking. The next thing you will get are pretty much the keys that control things. So you get a little key for your yeah, controls. So hit OK, and it goes into editing mode. Give it a second for everything to load in. And using the keypad on your numpad on your keyboard, you can rotate, look up and down, and then W, A, S, and D is your moving controls. Right, so the first thing that they are going to give you is parking. You'll get this little tablet as well. You'll get this little table, tells you some things as well, how to change things. All right. The circle that we're seeing around the aircraft is basically the size of your area that you are working with. So you can increase or decrease that depending on your wingspan with F5 and F6, but you want it slightly larger than the wingspan of the aircraft. And you're going to look in a lot of instances at the parking. A lot of markings usually on the airport. So you're always go by the center line of the wheel. So we want to move that forward. You can use shift and the arrow keys or just the arrow keys, depending on how fine you want your movement to line things up. And helps to have a look at perspective here as well. So you can line things up nicely. All right, so we've got that. And F and R are up and down on your camera. To go to the next object, so we are going to go through them all. So depending on what you have at your parking area, you'll press F1 and it'll move on to the next object. So it'll bring up the stairs. So because we've got a jetway, it does not load in the stairs. So you'll get the front, middle, and rear stairs, and then it'll move on to the next object after that. You also have cargo loaders as well. We are going to want our loaders here, and you are going to basically use your arrow keys to position them where you want them. You can rotate them with F7 and F8, depending how you want to set them up. But we're just going to leave them relatively where they are. They're not too bad where they are just now. They're in an area that's not going to be in the way. So we'll move on to the next object, and we will get the baggage trains next. So that is the cargo one that's over there. We are wanting this baggage train. Let's move that out of the way a bit, and let's grab that other one. There we go. Move that. And the next one will be a pushback truck, which is in the building there. So we really want to move that, and we will rotate that as well. Move that out of the way. There we go. So that is in a good position. We will get our stop position next, which again, you're going to want pretty much where you have your aircraft parked. So we parked it back here on that first marker. Let's line that up. Alright, let's make sure we are kind of centered. There we go. And then when you've got all these positions, that is where your marshaller is going to direct you to when you come in for parking. So that's what the marshaller will see. That'll be your stop position, etc. So, okay, so let's move on to the next object, which is the marshaller themselves. So again, you can move the marshaller where you want them, but you're wanting them in an area where you're going to be able to see from the aircraft. So we're going to move her slightly forward here. That should be nicely there. Be nice and visible. Alright, so pretty much that is how you set up your parking area. Once you're done to finalize it, all you do is hit the enter key, and that finalizes that, and it'll bring you back to this menu. Okay, so customer walker points. So if you want to add a little bit of detail into your airports, you're just having some passengers walking around, and it will be from your perspective. Each gate that you park at will have their own little animation. So you basically want to set up your walking point so they're visible in your particular line of sight. So let's have a look at that. So again, gives you the controls that you're going to be able to use. Okay, and we're going to hit OK. And you're going to look for the PAX waypoints. There's going to be 2 to start with, so they're usually hidden a little bit out of the way. You do have to look for them. So there's our first one. So we are going to move that into the terminal. So again, arrow keys to move. Using the shift key will be bigger movement, but we're wanting to raise that as well. So make it go quick, we're going to use the shift key, and to raise the object is Q. And I believe it's going to be about 4 meters high or something before we see it on the floor in the terminal. So let's get that into the terminal. Right, so we're in the terminal now. Okay, and that is our parking position there. So we are going to have some walking going on. So let's actually make it so they're going to walk from this area, so that if we come out of an external camera, come into an external camera, we will see them, but we don't want to add too many waypoints. Again, you're just going to want it so that you're visible, you know, while you're looking out from the aircraft. You don't want to go into crazy. You can only add, I believe it's 9 waypoints for the passengers walking. So you're going to want to make sure that they're not floating in midair. So you want to basically bring that marking down so the yellow disappears. We'll use the Z key. Z key brings that down. And when it starts to disappear, we'll bring it back up all the way. So there we go. So that should be nice. And then to go to the next waypoint that we're going to be adding, and it should be on the ground again. We are going to press F1 like we did before with the other ones when you were setting up the parking and stuff. And waypoint 2 is out here, and we'll get that into the terminal. So let's get that up in there. So we want to bring that again, which is again going to be about 4 meters. Get that up once we're in there. So let's get that in the terminal. Up in here. And we'll make that our first little waypoint. And bring that down. And just so it disappears and bring it up to its point. Okay, right, now to add another waypoint, you're going to press F6. And it is going to move that second one. Just an annoying little feature, but it's going to move the third one that you add into your number 2 spot. So we're going to bring back number 2, and we're going to select F1 to bring us F1 to get our next waypoint. So that one. There's number 3. There we go. So you want to make sure you're highlighting the one that you want. Let's put that one there. Add F6 is another one. Alright. There we go. There's number 4. And we'll do this. And then that is going to give you your waypoints, but they will follow that. If you're going up an incline, which we'll have a look at maybe a second here. There we go. Let's just add that. So there we go. That is that waypoint. So we'll hit enter. That finalizes that. All right. And we can do again the same for the customer waypoint. So we probably see that. Yes, so we'll see that at the terminal there. You can see the waypoint there just slightly. And basically that's going to be for the passengers walking through the gate, I do believe. So you do the same thing again. And there you go, so there's the gate. And we're going to want to bring them into there. I've not actually played with the this one yet, so let's have a look, see what it does together. I do believe it's going to be the exact same. So it's basically going to bring, so if you had like a glass gateway, I believe that's going to be how this works, is we're going to want to bring them into the gate here. So we're going to bring them into the gate, so that should be so that's going to bring them in there. So open up that gate, not that door, but this door. We're going to want to add that sort of there, so let's bring that down. we go. And I believe just going to do the same again. You're going to add them into the jetway in the route that they take, and just go from there. All right, so let's just we'll not go too far into this one. Just want to make it a little bit of a short video, but just enough to get you guys started. Let's add that there. All right, so we've got that. So basically, what you're going to do then is close this up, and we are gonna restart. You're gonna restart the program, and then when we load up GSX again, so let's do that now. And let's request boarding. So it should now all come together, and we'll see Ryanair ground handling here. And we should start seeing passengers walking around in the route that we gave them. So let's jump into the camera here. Let's jump into the showcase. Okay, we're in the showcase camera. And we should see our passengers start taking the route that we gave them. So there you go. So they'll appear from the first point. They'll follow that route round, and they'll just continue going round that. And they'll probably do a walk back of the route that you gave them. Right, so we should be seeing stuff here, but yeah, all the ground handling. Make sure we go to the right aircraft. Yeah, so we should see all that. That is our Ryanair ground handling. Yeah, our passengers are doing that route. So you'll basically walk from the end route. So you just want to make sure that your end route, when you start walking to the first route, isn't going to be visible, and you know, by the intersecting where stuff. So yeah, you'll see them walking. They'll walk through objects, as you see. So you've got to kind of place your waypoints in a way that you're not going to see it from the aircraft. I mean, we're only going to see a small portion of that anyway. We're just going to see a small portion of that. And you'll probably see, yes, we're going to see passengers there. So they're walking. They're walking there. So yeah, basically that first point, I think the first solid colour that they get, the weird keyboard, and we're gonna have to work on that by the looks of it, just to get the feet from dangling through there. But some of these jetways are smaller than others, so you're gonna have to watch again getting the balance so that they're not poking their heads through, or you know, if they are poking their heads through, make sure it's not going to be visible from your aircraft. So it's going to be, I balance it between. But there we go. That is FSX editor. Again, a lot of stuff you can do. There is a pushback that we'll probably go into in a later date. But let's have a. We can have a look at that. Let's just quickly have a look at that while we're here. So there we go. Let's restart that. That gets rid of all of that. And let's have a look. Let's customize airport position. And let's have a look at pushback. So yeah, you can basically customize all the points. You know, if you're gonna have it. Let's have a look at customize. See what it does. I've not had a look at this. The way this works. I believe, yeah, so you've got pushback here, and it's going to have your first pushback. So the positions when you where you tell the aircraft to go, that's going to be where it is. Okay, so that's handy. handy. So yeah, I think that was the straight back pushback we were looking at there. Let's have a look actually. Uh, so left direction. So that's gonna be nose right, tail left. So guessing. Have a look at that. That is gonna be nose right, tail left. We'll have it so it pushes back. So we're gonna want to rotate that, and it's gonna push back from the direction of the arrow. So you're going to see the path of it, and you're going to want it. So it's a push back. That's goes right, tail left. It's going to push the aircraft back to the position that we set. So you're going to back a little bit. So you're going to want a good arc. Good arc. Not sure if we can make that movement a bit tighter. I'll have to have a look at that. See if rotation can be adjusted there. But yeah, so we are going to want to push back in that sort of direction. That'll be good. And as you can see, gives you your radius to turn with the tug. So just push her back a little distant so it's nice and smooth. And that doesn't look too bad there. I'm going to have a look, see if we can that a little better. It's gonna give us. Alright, okay, so that's handy. So it is gonna give you pushback corner. Alright, okay, no, that's good. That is good. Yeah, so you can add like little corners and stuff. That's kind of neat. Alright. So that's that. So yeah, if there's like objects and things, you can add them with F5 and F6 by the looks of it. So that's F7 and F8 is rotate. F9 and F10. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we've got an idea. So F9 and F10 reset. So quickly put back here. We'll have a look later. That's not bad. Maybe want it to. Yeah, there's the space. Right. So that's all right. We'll try and get that so it pushes back straight. But we'll have to have a look at the controls again. There we go. That gives that. Ooh, so AFCAD mode. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What the AFCAD modes are. Ah, right, okay, okay. Right. That'll push us back there. Okay. Right. That's not terrible like that, really. Got our nose centered on it anyway. We know what our yeah, we know what that's gonna be. Okay, right, that's fine. Well, there we go, guys. There it is, a quick little look at that, and yeah, I believe we can rename those, so we can, yeah, we can change the label if we'd like. And you can add quotes as well, which is kind of cool. So there you go, pushback and parking. Had a quick look at that. Any questions? Please feel free to ask, and yeah, we'll carry on looking at that. And this is just a quick look at the parking and pushback. We will go into a bit more depth with it as we discover it as well. Let's put it game out just now because I'll probably change all that up again anyway. But there we go. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Enjoy your flight sim experience, and then we'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.